Hello, hello, hello to everybody. How is everybody doing? It's Christmas time. Christmas is in the air and it's my favorite time of year. I wonder if anybody else feels the way I do. I just love it when it's time for Christmas because you know what? People seem to be so much happier. They're so much kinder. They smile more. The air is light. And you know what I love about Christmas? The music. The Christmas music is just out of this world. I love Christmas music like crazy. And the wonderful bright lights and decoration. You'd think I'm 10, but I really like Christmas time. And I remember as a child when I was growing up, it was Christmas time when we used to have, funny when I tell people this, some people can't believe. At my church, as children, we used to have a Christmas tree in the church. Yes, a Christmas tree was always in the church, and they had little bags hung on the branches of the tree. I think that was offering. People would give their offering, and these little bags held the offering and stuff, but there were always a lot of gifts underneath the tree, and every child would get a gift. Every single child in church would get a gift. Oh mercy, we used to look forward to that with alacrity. You know what I used to like about Christmas too as a child? When the Junkanoo came out, man. There was another name we had for them. We used to call them masquerades, I think, when they would dress up in various different types of costumes and they would come out to the crossroads and they would dance. They have drums and all sorts of musical instruments and they would dance. And some of the children used to be afraid of them because they dressed up in all sorts of things and rags and stuff like that. Not tear up clothes. And I say rags, it's like they had cloths sewn onto their clothing and you couldn't see the clothing under the bottom. All you could see was all of these pieces of cloths that were there hanging, and some of them had big head like a donkey's head or whatever, all sorts of things, and some of them rode on stilts and all of that. It used to be something else. And some of the children used to be so afraid, they would run away. But it used to be so nice. And I remember I was living in the country, and because my mother just used to just have me home, I can't get to go out like everybody else. Oh my goodness, you see when they're passing by and I want to go, and mama says no, you're not going out there, and stuff like this and stuff like that. Listen to me, man. But there were times when I got a chance to go peep, like for instance, I'd go to the gate and I'd see them in the crossroads if they came that way, and I'd see people going back and forth, and I would just long to go close to watch them and that kind of thing. But if they had fair at school and they came, then I would get to be a part of that, because when they had the fair, they would get these masquerades and they would come and they play the music and stuff. And you know what I used to like? When they had that chart there with all the balloons on them, and they have big balloons, and you pick a little card and you opened it, and whatever number appeared on that card, that is the matching number. So whatever size balloon was there, you would get that one. Listen to me, pandemonium when you go there and get a big balloon, and you blow your balloon and you blow and you blow, and it is so big and everybody walking up and down, and sometimes somebody who never got a big one is jealous and they take a needle and they just pop your balloon and you're so distressed and disturbed. And I used to like when they had the little ball, they call it chiboom, that had sulfur in it, and you flung it on the ground and it just popped just like the firecracker. And they had firecrackers, you would call the big ones are called giant, and we used to call the smaller ones rocket, I think it was. And we used to have a very good time. Those times those things weren't banned. So I remember my father used to light up the giants, the big red ones, and he would just throw it out and it would just burst in the air, and we had a good time. And the smaller firecrackers, we used to use those ones. And remember Starlight, when the thingy on the little stick, and you would light it, and all of these nice little fireworks would just come off and look so wonderful. But you could just hold it in your hand until it burnt out, and you could get that done. As children, we had that. And like on a Sunday morning, like before Christmas, everybody gone to church, man. Some of them, some of the children, the first time they're wearing shoes, they're going to church on Christmas morning or the morning before, the Sunday morning before Christmas. It used to be so nice, and everybody was so kind. And you know, everybody packing little baskets and sending, carry this to Mr. Brown, carry that to Miss Lil, carry that to Mr. Mark, and that kind of thing. And everybody, and them exchanging eggs and cake and pudding and breads and buns. Oh my goodness, those days were so nice. I would never trade those days for anything at all, because we really used to have a good time. And when it was Christmas Day, no man, Christmas Day was very quiet because everybody was at home with family, and you had some big eating. With me now, we had to invite others because it was just three of us, my mother, my father, and myself. So we'd have friends over, and people would come, and we'd eat and tell stories and have a wonderful time. Christmas time was so nice, you know, and we wore lovely colors and made sorrel and ginger beer and all these things. These youngsters don't know anything about them times. We used to have such a wonderful time. People stayed up all night. I remember this lady down the road named Miss Ada. She made cakes. She made cakes like, whoa, whole heaps, dozens and dozens of cakes, because people ordering cakes left, right, and center, and everybody wanted to have the nice fruit cake. And she did a good job of it, except that I never liked fruit cake. So even when I went to weddings and they gave it to me, I threw it out. But I mean, those times were really good times, man. The Christmas carols came fast and furious, and everybody, all people who used to be grumpy, so happy and nice, everybody calling out to everybody, hello, Mas John, how you do? Good morning. And all these things. People who had worries and all of that don't remember no worries. Everybody just happy. The air is electrifying. I'm telling you the truth. Christmas time is magical. And it used to be so nice. And some of us thought that Santa really existed, you know. And I say people go to bed now, when they wake up and get all sorts of gifts and they hear that Santa brought it. My parents didn't tell me about Santa, but I heard about Santa. I read about Santa, that kind of thing, because I guess they didn't believe in Santa. So I wasn't told that Santa came, but I got gifts. But listen to me, man, a lot of the children. And I remember one time when my father said, the man on 25 feet, him coming, and he's just around the corner. What he actually meant was that Christmas is just around the corner, like maybe a few days away. And me with my silly little self, maybe about 5 or 6, I stood at the window and I look and I look and I look and I look and I look, because I lived close to the corner. So I thought the man on, because I wanted to see this man with 25 feet. And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm looking, and I can't see the man coming around the corner. And I rush up to the gate and I look and I want to inch up more to get to the corner to see if I can see the man, but I dare not go around the corner. It was long after. I don't know why I never asked my father. It was long afterwards I discovered that what he actually meant was Christmas. And because it's on the 25th, he just said that the man with 25 feet is around the corner, you know, because he wasn't really talking to me. I just overheard him saying something, and I thought that it was an actual man who had 25 feet. Christmas is still nice, but let me tell you something. I think those days were so much better, and especially when you lived in the country, because everybody knew everybody, and everybody was friends with everybody. So it was really very nice. It was a very sharing and caring and giving time, and I really always looked forward to Christmas. And even at this ripe old age, I still look forward to Christmas because I find that people are happier, lighter, more cheerful, more giving. Everything is much nicer. And the bright lights and the music, like I said before. Do you like Christmas the way I do? I hope you do. And you know, Jesus is the reason for the season, don't forget. But we know that Jesus wasn't born on Christmas Day. We know that. But I don't mind celebrating. I mean, I don't go all out like how people, sort of commercialize the Christmas and we're doing whatever. But I just love Christmas time. It's the best time of year for me. And I hope you do like it as much as I do. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. And remember to subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment if you will. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.